What's up, traders? My name is Layla, and welcome back to this week's no-nonsense market recap from Bullish Bear. As the nation paused to reflect the September 11th attacks, markets balanced economic data, corporate earnings, and geopolitical headlines. This week also brought tragic news outside of finance. Charlie Kirk, co-founder and CEO of Turning Point USA, was shot and killed at Utah Valley University. This sent shockwaves through political and social circles and reminded investors that markets never operate in isolation from broader events. Economic indicators took center stage this week. The Bureau of Labor Statistics released a preliminary revision showing that job growth for the year ending in March 2025 was overstated at 911,000. This wiped out more than half of previously reported gains. Initial jobless claims rose unexpectedly to 263,000, continuing claims held at 1.94 million, and unemployment stayed steady at 4.3%. The labor market remains fundamentally solid but is clearly cooling. Inflation data also kept investors cautious this week. The Consumer Price Index rose 2.9% year over year in August, while the Producer Price Index rose 2.6%. Both pointed to lingering pressures from food, housing, and energy, though core PPI showed modest relief. With signs of slowing growth and sticky inflation, the Federal Reserve remains in focus. Traders are now pricing in a 90% chance of a quarter-point rate cut next week. Mortgage rates have now dropped to an 11-month low, while gold surged past $3,650 for the first time ever, reflecting safe haven demand and expectations of looser monetary policy. Meanwhile, oil prices also rose on Middle East tensions. In corporate news, tech and AI dominated. Nvidia was a battleground stock, with Citi trimming its target on competition from Broadcom's custom AI chips, while D.A. Davidson upgraded it to a buy. Broadcom itself has jumped more than 20% since last week's earnings. Micron climbed after Citi raised its target, and Oracle stunned markets with a 360% jump in its cloud backlog, plus a $300 billion partnership with OpenAI. This sent shares up 36% in their biggest one-day rally since 1992. That surge even lifted founder Larry Ellison past Elon Musk in global wealth rankings. Elsewhere, Robinhood joined the S&P 500, Opendoor surged 60% after a leadership shakeup, and Tech Resources agreed to merge with Angelo American. Klarna also debuted on the New York Stock Exchange, and Nebius secured a $17 billion AI infrastructure deal with Microsoft. M&A momentum continued, with Novartis acquiring Tourmaline Bio for $1.4 billion and SpaceX purchasing EchoStar's Spectrum licenses for $17 billion. Traditional names were mixed. Dell slid on CFO departure, Chewy disappointed on earnings, while Nike and Kroger advanced on upgrades and strong results. On the geopolitical front, President Trump called for 100% tariffs on India and China. Meanwhile, Nvidia's CEO and other executives prepare to join him on a state visit to the UK. While that was happening, the European Central Bank held rates steady. This week was full of economic signals, a looming Fed decision, and blockbuster corporate moves that kept markets in flux. With a pivotal Fed meeting next Wednesday, investors should brace for another week of volatility and rapid sector rotation. For more updates, tune in next week as we continue to track the market's every move, and subscribe down below to Bullish Bear for more market recap videos. Until next time, stay disciplined, manage your risk, and remember, bears make money, bulls make money, but pigs get slaughtered. See you in the trading room.